Hey everyone, this is Donald the Repentless. Summers, I remember them well. No school happening, could spend all day swimming at the local pool, hang out with friends, play t-ball or baseball later on. I could wander around out in the country. I loved the heat. But now I'm a little more middle-aged and I don't like the heat. In fact, the summer has gone from being my favorite season to one of my least favorite seasons. That's one of the topics we'll be talking about today on this episode of It's My Life, It's My Channel, and I'll whine if I want to. As I was saying before, summer used to be my favorite time of the year. Like I said, we were on summer vacation, and I could earn a couple of bucks here and there and make enough money to go swimming all day long. I'd get there when they first opened, and I usually stay there till close to the time that they close. And I was able to earn enough money by sweeping the sidewalk in front of the local department store to get enough money to get into the pool, buy me sodas all day, buy me some candy, and buy me a hot dog for lunch or something like that. Excuse me. And it was fun, you know. And I used to spend the night at my friend's house, and we, well, spend the night, spend the night over there, play with them. Um, I used to play t-ball. I don't really remember if I played all that much baseball, but I played t-ball. And like I said, I would wander around out in the country for a while, you know, looking at the sights and whatnot, then walk back into town. Now, as I get older, like I said, it's not my favorite time of the year anymore. Um, you know, it's not really a summer vacation anymore because I'm not at school anymore. And the temperatures seem to be hotter than they were when I was a kid. Because as a kid, I would basically go all summer without wearing any shoes or socks, and I was good with that. But like I said, it seems to be getting hotter. Yeah, I know there's global warming happening, so that's probably part of it. Yeah, it does. Like I said, it seems warmer than when I was a kid. Today the temperature got up to about 96 degrees. Right now it's about 80 degrees, so it's starting to cool off, but it's not quite to a place where I'm cool enough to go to sleep. Yesterday was a little cooler than it was today. Now it's about 80, 90 degrees. And yeah, it's like I went out about, was it yesterday? I went out and about, I went up to HCC up on Memorial, and I saw that they've gotten a good chunk of the old hospital tore down. It's hard to. I kind of wonder how they're going to do the really tall parts. Because they're just getting to the part of the building that is 6 stories tall. And like I said, it's very interesting. They only seem to be using like, not bulldozers, crane, you know, one of those scoops things. On Friday, you know, well, I guess I've heard that like, for example, wrecking balls are becoming something of an obsolete thing in demolition because there's not enough operators left who know how to use those properly. That's kind of sad because that, for most of my life, that was like the symbol of demolition was either the wrecking ball or implosion technique. But they decided not to do the implosion technique with the hospital because it's a little more expensive. Continuing with the summer theme, there was something that I used to eat that I realized as a child that I kind of lost my taste for as I became an adult, and I don't know why. Is watermelon. I remember the watermelons raised in the area back when I was a youth seemed to be more juicy and flavorful than the watermelons I can get as an adult here in Idaho. I don't know, it's just a personal preference thing, or excuse me, or if there is a difference in the watermelon's raised in this region. It might be with something to do with soil. It might have something to do with the humidity. I don't know what it was. But I used to eat quite a bit of watermelon when I was young. But I don't know. Yeah, and that's what, well, to keep going with the food thing for a moment. I used to eat bananas when I was a kid. I don't know why I lost my taste for that as I've gotten older. There's well, I've never been much of a person who eats vegetables. Um, I never really had anybody that really sat me down and forced me to eat vegetables when I was a youth. I guess that, is part of the side effect of being left to my own devices most of the time. Not that I'm complaining. Well, it's my channel and I'll whine if I want to. So I'll whine a little bit about that. And I just haven't been able to really gain a taste for vegetables. I guess that's why it's important that you make your kids eat vegetables when they're young. Not that that'll be a problem I ever face, because let's face it, I have no interest in being a parent, really, being a father of any kind. I have been sort of a father figure to a couple of kids, but you know that's the thing about other people's kids, you can always give them back. Oh, I know that's a terrible thing to say, but that's just how I feel. I'm still waiting to hear back from Varsity, or from the company that does and working with through work we have about that possible job with Varsity. I don't know how long a background check takes these days, but I should be hearing from them pretty soon. It'll be interesting if I get the job. I think, yeah, I mentioned that before in a different video. Um, in the meantime, I'm still trying to do this YouTube thing, and I still suck at it. But I'm trying to learn. I hope I'm learning a little bit at a time. And I'm sitting there looking at this, at my image through the camera, and yeah, I guess I am a neckbeard, because I mean it looks way fuller on this video camera feed than it does in person. It's really weird. I actually look like a guy with a beard when I'm recording this stuff, but when I look in the mirror, it doesn't seem quite as full or as colorful. It's kind of dark black with gray in it on the camera. I still suck with the lighting, kind of just changing topics in midstream. But yeah, um, I don't know. I need some advice, because this would be a weird place to get proper lighting, because if I could turn it, well, I'm not going to turn the computer around, but my desk is right up against the wall. Right over there is the door. You can see behind me. That's the wall. That's the window, and that's the curtain, the primitive curtain on the window. Because I would like for my videos to look more professional, with better lighting and stuff like that. But I don't know what to do, how to do it. So if you have any advice in that regard, leave a comment below. Suggestions. Remember, I'm not made of money. I'm kind of a broke bitch. Let's be honest. I thought I was going to be working tomorrow, but I found out through email from the district that the store that was scheduled for tomorrow got canceled last Friday. In fact, I'm not actually working again until I think it is. Let me look at the calendar real quick. Friday of next week. Wow. Friday of next week. That'll be Afton, Wyoming, to count a Shopko hometown there in Afton, Wyoming. So that's a good 2-hour travel job. So at least 2 hours of travel pay and however long it takes to do the store, which would be pretty decent. I wish I could get a little more time on the pay period, during the pay period, so I can get a even better check and maybe get the headset I need to have a decent microphone for video making. Okay, maybe I'll do this just one more segment for this video. I stopped recording for a while because there was everybody yelling. You heard the door slam that in the last segment. But yeah, I heard, the Batman the Killing Joke came out on video, which is the R-rated animated movie based on the story arc in Batman of the same name. Um, Hopefully, when I get my paycheck, it'll be in Redbox by then, so I can rent it and watch it for myself. Because I hear it's really good. That's what I've heard. And it's got what I think it's got Mark Hamill as the Joker again. But like I said, this is something I've been wanting to see for a while because I've heard about it through Monday Men, I think, and several other YouTubers. And like I said, I've been wanting to see this. Um, yeah, it's like, you know, on August 1st, I will have lived in this apartment for 20 years. We moved in 20 years ago on August 1st, which is, by the way, the day I go to Aspen, Wyoming. But anyways, I just wanted to make a video talking about summertime, my childhood memories of walking around walking around barefoot, and summer storms. There was one summer storm. I'm not ending this yet. But to get back to summertime. It was Oklahoma, so we're in Tornado Alley. They are in. Well, anyways, my mom was working as a switchboard operator at New Memorial Hospital in Chattanooga, Oklahoma, and there was a tornado. If this is the one I was thinking about, I seem to recall being in a truck on my way out to the babysitter farm, which was just out on the outskirts of town, or maybe about a mile away from town. But anyways, this tornado went over the top of the hospital there, and it literally like peeled back the roof of the hospital like a tin can. And my mother she was on the first floor. She couldn't move from where she was because she was the switchboard operator, and she had to handle all the calls that was coming into the hospital at this time. She didn't get hurt, but that's just. I mean, there are numerous stories out there about tornadoes, about what tornadoes can do. I now live in an area where there's not really much tornado activity. You know, and we really haven't had many impressive storms. For some reason, we don't usually get very impressive storms. Because I remember one time when I went to World Conference the first time, 2005, in Independence, Missouri. I was staying in a Maritel, I think it was, hotel, and they had a tornado watch. And I didn't know that because I was in bed, I was sleeping, and you know, the thunder was so loud that it shook my bed and kind of woke me up. And I kind of rolled over and said, "Ma, I'm home," kind of. Well, that's my thoughts. I'm home because I love thunderstorms. I love lightning. I love the sound of thunder. I love the rain as it falls. And like I said, we have, that's one thing that sucks about living in Idaho, especially this part of Idaho. It's a semi-desert area or semi-arid area. So some years you really don't see any decent thunderstorms. But when you do get decent thunderstorms up here, they're really spectacular and they're beautiful. Um, well, it's not winter yet, but one year there was a thunderstorm during a snowstorm, and it was huge, huge snowflakes coming down, and it was like daytime outside, and there was like just lightning going all across the sky. I didn't really hear any thunder, but the sky was lit up with thunder. It's rolling across the sky. It was quite spectacular. Um, in fact, I love weather. In fact, at one time I thought about being a meteorologist. I saw the first Doppler radar setup at the University of Oklahoma there in Norman, Oklahoma, when I was 16 years old. But anyways, I've gone on. I've probably gone far too long for a video like this, so I'm going to end it here. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. I really don't care. Comment below with your summer memories, with your questions, thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more Repentless content. This is Donald the Repentless signing off.